Everybody knows?
You know, well, you know the story? The next time you have a vacation, go watch it.
I know.
What?
Yeah, that's a good lesson.
No, but thank God you were here. I said,
It's also usually here. It's also in the announcement. If it's not, I will. Good. Because I understand. yai dai dai dai, yai dai 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 da da dai dai ya da lai, yai lai dai ya da la da la, yai yai di di dai dai ya ba bai, yai dai dai ya da 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 lai lai, yai di di dai dai ya da lai, ya lai lai ya da da dai 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 da da dai dai ya da lai, yai lai lai dai, yai lai dai 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 da da lai dai, ya la lai, yai lai da 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 la da lai dai, yai di di dai dai ya da dai, ya lai dai ya da 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 lai dai, yai di di dai dai ya ba bai, yai dai dai ya ba 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 bai, dai dai dai, yai da da lai dai ya la lai, yai lai dai dai, yai lai dai dai, yai da da lai dai ya da lai, yai lai dai ya da la la lai dai, yai di di dai dai ya da dai, yai dai dai ya da la la lai dai, yai di di dai dai ya da lai, yai lai dai ya da da dai dai. Shabbat Shalom. It is a pleasure for me to be here, especially when I was always on vacation. But it's good because I had to fulfill my duty here as Rabbi Lidwag is not feeling well, so I was called upon to lead services tonight. So I'm here, happy to do that, happy to share with you music from our beautiful Shabbat and share the ruach of Shabbat. So it's actually a beautiful day after the raining this morning. It really has been a great day. So let's continue with that beautiful spirit, and let's sing one of the songs of the Zemirot, one Zemirah, one song for Shabbat, Yedid Nefesh, which is a beautiful piyut, a beautiful poem, in which it says, "Lover of my soul, merciful God, bring your servant close to your will. Your servant will run like a gazelle to prostrate before your glory, for your companionship is purer than any fine taste or flavor." Page 128, Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh Havarachaman Veshochamdan Eretz Onan Yerushalayim Kemo Hayal Tishtachaveh El Mul Adara Kemo Yedid Nefesh Havarachaman Veshochamdan Eretz Onan Yerushalayim Kemo Hayal Tishtachaveh El Mul Adarach Yeramru Yedidutah Minofet Suf בכל טעם, ידיד נפש, ידיד נפש, ידיד נפש. Always think that Rabbi does, I need to think about that first, just to get accustomed to this. We're going to read a reading that appropriate from Shabbat. Adonai, you abide though all things change. I am anxious and fearful, and I turn my heart to you, looking to you and leaning on your strength. It is written, blessed is the one whose strength is in you. Bless me now with faith and courage. Help me to feel that you are with me, steadying and sustaining me with the assurance that I am loved. Be with me and bring me hope that in the days to come my aspirations may be fulfilled for my good and the good of those I love who depend on me. Banish my fears with the sense that you are always present to uphold and sustain me, as it is written, have no fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with the power of my righteousness. And let us say, Amen. Page 138, let's sing together, Lecha Dodi. Yailarai lecha dodi, Yailarai likrat kala, Yailarai penei Shabbat, Pei Shabbat nekabela, Yailarai lecha dodi, Yailarai likrat kala, Yailarai penei Shabbat, Pei Shabbat nekabela. שמור וזכור בדיבורך, איש מיענו אלא מיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, בשם ולתפארת בלי תהילה. יין לרי לך דודי, יין לרי לקראת כלה, יין לרי פני שבת, פני שבת תקבלה. יין לרי לך דודי, Shabbat nekabela, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשוכה, סוף מעשה במחר שבת תחילה. יין לרי לך דודי, יין לרי לקראת כלה, יין לרי פני שבת, פני שבת Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki bahorech ubihori, uri uri hirdaberi, kevod Adonai alaik nigla. Yain larai lecha dodi, yain larai likrat kala, yain larai penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Dodi, yain larai likrat kala, yain larai penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. We rise and we welcome the Shabbat, facing the door. Boi veshalom ateret pala, gam besimcha ubetzolam. תוך אמוני המסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, יין לרי לך דודי, יין Shabbat de Kabbalat. We continue with Psalm 92, a song for Shabbat. Tov lehodot Adonai. It is good to give thanks to God, to sing praises to the Most High. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ולזמר שמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר שמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר, הבוקר חסדך, אמונתך ברילון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, אמונתך בלילון. טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר שמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר שמך עליון. And the last psalm of the section of Kabbalat Shabbat, psalm at the bottom of Psalm 93 on page 141, I believe, we sing the last phrase, Mikolot Maim Rabim, above the thunder of the mighty waters, more majestic than the breakers of the sea, is Adonai, majestic on high. Mikolot. Mikolot Maim Rabim, Adirin Bishpeream, Adir Bamarum, Adonai. Mikolot Maim Rabim, Andirim Bishpeream, Adir Bamarom Adonai. עדותיך ננו מאוד לביתך נא בקודש, אדוני לאורך ימים. And now I would like to invite Sage, our president, to light the Shabbat candles. Am I imposing kind of?
I got it.
Yeah? Are you sure? That might be better.
That's fine.
Let me hold it for you.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you. Hold her. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Please rise for Baruch, page 146. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach, Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. We read together on page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai amari v'aravi. Page 150. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Israel. Shema Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם לקדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם באמת. Page 157. 157 we read, in a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory, may earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way, inspired by prophets and instructed by sages. Time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Micha Mocha on page 158. elim Adonai mikam bochade dar bakodesh noradei lo osef ele נאמר כי פרנית יעקב הגיע לו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני קהל ישראל. And next week probably I'm not going to be here because I will fulfill my last day of vacation, staycation I would say. And I realized that next week is going to be 1 year from the tragedy at Surfside. Basically, it falls on that day, and I explained many times that on that after the tragedy, I find it very hard to relate to the words of Hashkivenu, in which we ask God for. To lie down in peace and to raise us up to life renewed, and how difficult that thought is when people did not get through to the following day. And I try to think about this concept that maybe this prayer is telling us that life is precious, that we have to live the life to the fullest, because again we don't know which day or night will be the last one that we have. So it's good. It's a good thought that for us, as we live the life, we think that each day is precious. So with that thought, I want to do Ashkevinu. I'm not going to do the Ashkevinu that I wrote, although you may expect that. I'm going to do a different Ashkevinu, an Ashkevinu that comes from Louis Lewandowski, a great early reformer composer from the 19th century. So this is a setting that he wrote, and I think is very appropriate for today. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamiteinu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufatnos Aleinu Sukat Shelomecha V'takneinu V'etzatova Milfadnecha Ve'oshiainu Leman Shebecha Ve'hagen ba'adeinu Ve'haser mehaleinu Oyev de'ever Ve'cheref Rav לפנינו ומאחרינו ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו כי אל שומרנו מצילנו אתה כי אל מלך חנון ורחום אתה ושמור צאתנו ובואנו אל חיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. V'shamru b'nei Israel et Shabbat. The people of Israel shall keep the Shabbat, the Sabbath of serving throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. We write for the Amidah on page 164. Adonai שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, כומל חסדים טובים, וקודש הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא כולה לבני בניכם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן הברכה ועזרת צרה. אתה גיבור עולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה, רב ליושיע מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated, and actually we are going to continue silently throughout the Amidah. You are invited to read the words here in the sanctuary following the prayer, the words from the prayer book, or if you're at home, you can meditate with the words that your heart may prompt. Page 176. I want to sing these words. We usually do it in English, and this is a beautiful. It's a Modim prayer. It's a prayer of thanksgiving that we always include in our prayers. And at the bottom it says, "For all these blessings, for all these things, may your name be blessed and raised in honor always, our ruler forever and ever, Be'al Kulam. So this is a beautiful setting written by a great composer, Meir Finkelstein. ועל כולם, ועל כולם, יתברך ויתרומם, יתברך ויתרומם, שמך מלכנו תמיד לעולם ועד, וכל החיים יודו חסרה ויעללו את שמך באמת, אהל ישועתנו ועזרתנו, בעזרתנו סלם, ועל כולם, ועל כולם, יתברך ויתרומם, יתברך ויתרומם, שמך מלכנו תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה נאה לאום דוד. So, I love this prayer, and usually I don't get to do it. Thank you, Hove, because this is a great setting, and you're playing this so beautifully. I am aware that tonight's service is kind of mellow. It's kind of not too much participation. I realize that. Then when I plan, I try to create a balance between participation, maybe a bit of passive listening, but also active listening in the way that, by receiving the music and the prayer, you're still participating. But probably today, I realize after so many settings, might not be that so balanced. So I apologize for that. But on the other hand, when Juvenal is here on Fridays, I really want to do these settings because I think they are valuable to be shared and to be sung. That's why. So this is. I'm not going to give a sermon because this was the last minute call, but I want to tie. I haven't forgotten the Mishperach. This is going to be tied into this Torah portion, this very short mini Dvar Torah, because as it happens, we are reading tomorrow Parashat Be'alotcha. Be'alotcha means when in your ascension. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow in our Dvar Torah more extensively. This is a parasha that has so many stories, so many mini stories that I will mention. But basically, I would say the prominent ones probably are the ones that talks about the menorah. At the beginning of the parasha, talks about the instructions of how to light the menorah for Aaron. He's instructed to do that in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle. That's usually where most of the commentaries focus on. And also there is another part where it talks about the cloud there's like an appointed sign by God that really this cloud is helping the Israelites, as they resume their journey into the wilderness. They really look at the cloud. It's like a cloud of fire, sort of, and then this is a sign that where to go, in which direction to go. The Torah portion concludes with a passage. Really, the very last verse is basically about the passage in which Miriam and Aaron talks against Moses' wife, and they referred to her as a kushia, like a dark-skinned woman. And God hears these words, and of course God was not happy with that, and so they appointed them together with Moshe, and eventually Miriam in particular is struck with leprosy, and so Moses has seen his sister, with the disease. He cried out to God and asked for help. He says, "Elna refanala, Elna refanala." Oh God, please heal her. And these are powerful words because only a few words in the Torah, but this is a short version when we basically ask for a prayer of healing for our people. And this is like a shorter version, but equally powerful. This reminds me, at the end of the Amidah, when we say, "May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. How important it is to be mindful about what we say, but most importantly, how we say it, because the intention in our words are powerful. Words are powerful. Could lift up, someone in despair. Could make someone feel better, but also could harm. Could really could make someone feel miserable. Could hurt someone feeling, and that's why in Hebrew we say "Pei meifik margaliot." The mouth, from the mouth you can have like pearls coming from. So it's always important to make sure that when we speak, we do it with a good intention, because that's where we can find love and peace in the world. So I want to read the names of the people who are in need of healing for this Shabbat, and then we conclude with the prayer El Nar Fanala. On this Shabbat, we especially think about Judy Agron, Osvaldo Beraza, Elliot Citron, Howard Citron, Barbara Davis, Eta Rachel Patmalka Cecil, Susan Friedman, Rita Gold, David Eisenberg, Ed Jones, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Ali Klein, Leah Toba Bar, Jack Leave, Levi Itzhak Yaakov ben Tamara Aviva, Shammai ben Michael, Marlene Mazor, El Karak, Shaul ben Moshe Verivka, Susan Devorah Schwartz, Candy Sharpie, Mark Byron Singer, Stuart Singer, Ariel Tzvi ben Sora, Kevin Webb, Jonathan ben Feibel. Are there any other names in this room? Okay. So this is a call and response version, okay? So I hope you can hear the words and you can repeat after me, okay?
El nar fana ala, fana lanu. El nar fana ala, fana lanu. I say in repeat. Dear God of our ancestors, dear God of our ancestors, help us renew our faith, help us renew our faith. Grant us a perfect healing, grant us a perfect healing. Bring peace to all our days, bring peace to all our El Nar Fana Allah. Restore our strength of body. Help clarify our minds. Help clarify our minds. Refresh our tired spirit. Refresh our tired spirit. Rejuvenate our light. Rejuvenate our light. El Nafana Allah. Thank you for all these blessings. Thank you for all these blessings. Throughout the days and night, throughout our days and night, we celebrate the journey. We celebrate the journey. This precious gift of life. This precious gift of life.
We continue on page 586. We rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, אלא סבנו כמשפחות האדם בה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עוונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר החיה אדוני ברך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. Ushema, Ushema, Ushemo Echad.
Our thoughts turn to the people who are no longer with us. On this Shabbat, we especially think of Dr. Marilu Brotherson, our long-standing partner here at Temple Sinai, and Renee Ohana, who died over the past 30 days, for whom we are in the period of Shiloshim. We are also commemorating the yahrzeit of the following congregants: Mirel Armel, Jerome Azrikan, Porton Bacall, Terry Bowman, Donald Edward Brotherson, Melvin F. Burton, John J.K. Crothers, Gary Lee de Leon, Sabina Eth, Israel Finz, Joseph Foster, Alan J. Fox, Wilberta Haar, Jane Horwitz, Tilly Kromsky, Archie Joshua Miller, Esther K. Miller, Samuel Miller, S. Louis Mirel, Irving Shalom, Ethel Fink Shapiro, Myrtle Stearns, Kenneth Swift, and Miriam Fine Uzi. And we also remember those who are remembered on our memorial walls. For all of them, we rise together as a community family, and we say the words of the Kaddish Atom, the mourner's Kaddish. It Gadal ve'it Kadash Shemeh Rabbah, ve'elma divra hirute ve'emblich malchute, בחייכון ובמכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב, אמרו אמן. יש שמי רבה מפורח לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפואר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמת קודשה בריחו. לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שער אבלי ציון בירושלים. May the one who is the source of consolation grant you and your mourners of consolation together with all mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. You may be seated. I want to say thank you to Henry Hirsch for serving as our greeter tonight. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. This service has been sponsored by many people. Thank you to all. Let me name all of you: Barbara, Bonnie, Linda, Renee, and Sandy, in honor of their friend Sharon Bodwinick's birthday. Happy birthday, Sharon. Brian and Sage Cantor, in honor of their 18th wedding anniversary, high anniversary, and Lonnie and Chuck Cantor for their 55th wedding anniversary, Masal Tov. Robert Ralph and Brenda Clinsley, in honor of their 63rd wedding anniversary and Brenda's birthday. Also happy birthday and happy anniversary. Linda Azirkan, in memory of her father, Jerome Azirkan. Esther Mordechai Finz, in memory of Israel Finz. Dr. David and Rose Ellen Glickman, in memory of Esther K. Miller and Archie Joshua Miller. Seidel Howitz, in memory of Morton Bacall. Suklau and Ann Sartler, in memory of their mother, Esther Ethel Fink Shapiro. The leader, in memory of Miriam Fine Uzi. Cantor Ilgun and Joan Julkes, in memory of Doris Julkes Hirsch. And Renee Yeslow, in memory of Samuel Miller. Thank you all of you for supporting tonight's service. So, many things are going on. So, the mega mission, the Israel mega mission, Miami mega mission, is already in the making. So they are planning that. It's going to be wonderful. From April 20th to 25th next year. That's to celebrate, of course, the 75th anniversary of Israel. So that's something important to celebrate together, and why not going together as a community? So all the information here in front of your screen or in the Shabbat program, whoever is here in the sanctuary. So we have all the information. So it will be great to support this project. We still continue to raise funds for the crisis in Europe. And so here also we have the information on the screen to donate, to keep raising money for Ukraine and especially the Jewish people over there. Believe it or not, as the summer kicks in, we know that on the other side of the summer we have high holidays. So with that, that's the time to make you and everyone aware of our fundraiser event, the Honey Fundraiser, which is usually a project by the Sisterhood Circle. So you have here the information, but basically, let me read it through so that we get to understand why this is so important. What better way to wish family, friends, and business associates a sweet and healthy new year than sending a jar of honey? Each jar is decorated with a colorful label and includes a personalized card letting the recipient know that the donation has been made in their honor to Sisterhood Circle of Temple Sinai. And the cost is $13 per jar, which includes shipping and handling. So, there you go. So please, you start now making those orders, okay? We want to fill our entire community with honey prior to Rosh Hashanah. I think that's all. Yes, that's all indeed. And so, let's see. Yes, great. We are going to conclude our service with the singing of Adon Olam on page 625. Adon Olam asher ma'ala b'terem kol yetzir nibra lehed na'asa behefzo kol azai melech shebo nikra azai melech shebo nikra ve'ahare hifot hakol levado imloach nora Betifara, Ahu Yeh Betiparam, Behu Bechal, Be'eini, Be'am Shilo, Be'achvida, Be'lireishit, Be'litachit, Be'lo Aoz, Be'am Misra, Be'lo Aoz, Be'am Misra, Behu Eli, Behaiko Ali, Betsur Chebli, Be'etzara, Behu Nisi, Umanotli, Benat Kosi, Beyom Bekra, Benat Kosi, Beyom Bekra, Beyado, Avkid Ruchi, Bet Ishan, Aira, Beim Baruchi, Eviati, Adonai li, Velo ira, Adonai li, Velo ira. Christ for Kiddush and Amotzi. Baruch
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. חיים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ